Atomic.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League as we bring you back to the old Yakima Valley Speedway as we are proud to bring you Round 1, Group 5 of the Serrano Buckminster presents Concept Chaos.
Nigel Fairgood here, also in the booth alongside Funkhauser, ready to bring you this amazing racing action.
And don't forget Cousin Ricky chiming in from time to time to spice things up.
Have we seriously not figured out where the heck Cousin Ricky's at?
As much as I share your frustration, Funkhauser, I think it's time for us to get down to these driver introductions.
Oh, dear God. Starting us off in that 2003 Ford Mustang GT for American Outlaw Racing, it's Outlaw.
And for those of you wondering, yes, there was a mistake, and yes, it was Cousin Ricky.
Wait, dude, what?
Up next, driving for Knobby Ridge Racing in a SN95 Ford Mustang, it's Victor Fastlane.
What do you mean I messed up?
Starting third, driving a 2009 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray for Neckel Racing, it's Scotty.
Ricky, does the non-qualifier tournament ring any bells?
Ah, come on!
And finally, driving that space-age 1962 Ford Mustang for Bent Rod Racing, it's Coots.
And for those of you out of the loop, if you go back and watch the non-qualifier race, you will see that Cousin Ricky mistakenly named Road Rage Outlaw.
Oh, come on! They got the paperwork mixed up!
I actually found it a surprise that you could even read the paperwork.
Wait, dude, what?
Race 1 is now underway.
As they come out the gate and head down the backstretch into turn 1, it's Outlaw with a commanding lead over the other drivers.
He's sure taking off as he is all alone. Heading down into the turn 2 as Victor and Scotty are trying their best to keep up to him as he's already in turn 3. Oh, looks like he gets a little loose coming out of the turn.
A loss of momentum, but he's able to regain control of it as they come down the final stretch. It's going to be Outlaw coming in first, followed by Victor Fastlane. Then it's going to be Scotty, and it looks like we've had some trouble down in turn 3.
Outlaw takes race 1 as we check out that track time. Let's go down here to the exit of turn 3 as we check in on Coots, who's being checked out by Bubba Joe, as it looks like he had some trouble there and got spun around. Let's check out the Merch by Meek and replay camera and see exactly what just happened.
As we watch Outlaw go into turn 3, he comes a little high out of the turn, causing a hard hit which causes him to lose a lot of momentum, but he's able to regain control as he goes down the super stretch down into turn 4.
And as he comes around turn 4, we switch up to the final stretch cam. There you see him coming out of the turn with Victor Fastlane and Scotty right behind him, but he's too far ahead as he's going to come across the line in first as the other cars fall behind.
Now let us see what happened to Kuntz as you watch the cars go down into turn 3. Very nice and smoothly, but unfortunately for Kuntz, he goes down into the turn very low, and as he exits the turn, he goes high, he hits the wall and spins out as he comes to a stop.
Well, speaking of coming to a stop, I think this is the perfect time to stop and talk about our new t-shirts. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, new from Merch by Meekin, it's the all-new line of Funkhauser Diecast Racing League t-shirts. They're limited in numbers, but come in multiple sizes, so be sure to go to merchbymeekin.com, order yours on Facebook, or call and order yours now, because just like my patience with Cousin Ricky, they're almost gone.
Speaking of Cousin Ricky, have I got something for you?
Wait, do what?
The following announcement has been brought to you by the Cousin Ricky Order.
That's right, Cousin Ricky fans. You've been asking, and here they are. It's the all-new line of Cousin Ricky t-shirts straight from Merch by Meekin. And to go along with every single t-shirt sale, you also get the brand new CRO Cousin Ricky Order stickers. And speaking of Cousin Ricky Order shirts, they're available in multiple sizes, so be sure to go to merchbymeekin.com and order yours today. Oh, and just like how I've hijacked Funkhauser's channel, I've also hijacked the prices on his merchandise, as all shirts are now on sale for $19.99. So be sure to go to merchbymeekin.com, on Facebook, or call and order yours today when I still have control.
Dang it, first he hijacks my channel, now he hijacks my merchandise. What's next?
I can tell you what's next, and it's race 2, and I think it's about time we cover that.
Oh, you're right, and I'm sure the fans will agree with you too. Anyways, as you have Outlaw sitting on the top of the board with 5 points, as it's time for race 2. Down the backstretch, heading into turn 1, it's Victor Fastlane with a nice lead of the other drivers, but you have Outlaw right there on his tail as he's giving him a push. Down in that turn 2, he's bumping him through the chicane. He's still on his bumper as they head down the turn 3. He's trying to get underneath him, but it looks like Victor was able to break free as they come down to the final stretch. Victor Fastlane's going to come across the line at first, followed by Outlaw, then it's Coots, and then you've got Scotty coming in fourth.
An amazing display of defensive driving by Victor Fastlane as we check out that track time.
Speaking of defensive driving, let's go back and check out the Merch by Meek and replay camera, as here you see them heading down in the turn 2. Victor has Outlaw right there on his tail. It's glued to his rear bumper as it goes down to the chicane. As they head down in the turn 3, you see Outlaw trying to make a move underneath Victor, but Victor makes a move, pushes him down, it gets him loose, he slams the outside retaining wall. This gives Victor the opportunity to break away as he heads down in the turn 4, down to the final stretch. He hits the outside retaining wall, but he's able to correct it as he's going to come across the line in first, followed by Outlaw.
And as you keep your eyes on the cars behind him, there you see Scotty gets a little loose as his nose slides across the inside retaining wall, but he's also able to correct it as he comes across the line.
And after 2 races, we have a tie for first place between Outlaw and Victor, both with 9 points. Then you're going to have Scotty sitting down there with 5, and then it's going to be Coots with 3.
Of course, the question on everybody's mind is the Corvette going to be able to survive the 3 crowd killers?
Oh my God, Ricky, seriously?
Out the starting grid, down the backstretch into turn 1 is a tight race between Kuntz and Scotty.
Here comes Scotty with a head of steam as he has Outlaw right there on his tail as they head down the turn 2 through the chicane.
Outlaw is not letting up as he's right there on his tail down in the turn 3. Here they head down the super stretch. Looks like he's going to make a move along the inside.
Oh, trouble, huge trouble. Outlaw just got barrel rolled as Scotty comes across the line at first, and it looks like we had a battle for second place behind him.
Big trouble indeed for Outlaw as you watch that battle for the first place position as they went down in the turn 4.
And absolutely, without question, we're definitely checking out this Merch by Meek and replay camera, as here you see the battle for lead between Outlaw and Scotty, as Scotty has that first place position by about a car length as they head down the turn 3. But as you watch Scotty as he comes out of the turn, he hits the outside retaining wall, loses a little bit of momentum, and then Outlaw takes opportunity to move along the inside of him as they head down in the turn 4.
However, Outlaw loses control of his car as he slams into the tire barrier at the entrance of pit road.
As we watch from the final stretch cam one more time, as you watch him come out of turn 4, Outlaw's back end just gets out from underneath him as he slams right into the tire barrier. His car rolls over end from end. This gets Scotty loose, but Scotty's able to correct it as he comes across the line.
That's right, that Corvette comes across the line at first as the Mustangs live up to their reputation.
Oh my God, are you serious? This has got to stop!
Funk, now that you mention it, we just received a very suspicious report of a news van sitting at the exit of pit road with a Cousin Ricky Moonshine label on it.
Oh my God, Nigel, I think that's it. That has got to be Cousin Ricky. Somebody get a security team down there right now and shut him down.
I'm being told they're already en route.
Uh-oh!
Well, it's about dang time as we're moving on to the final race of this group, as you have Victor Fastlane sitting on top of the board with 13 points. Just behind him, it's going to be Outlaw with 12. And then right behind him, it's going to be Scotty with 10 points as we are down to the final race. The question is, who's moving on as race 4 is now underway?
Down the backstretch one final time, it's between Scotty and Outlaw as they head down into turn 1.
Outlaw's not holding back though as he takes the lead down the turn 2 as he heads into the chicane. Oh, he loses control of his car. He rolls over onto his side.
He gets clipped by Victor as he takes the lead as it looks like we have more trouble down into turn 3.
More cars are rolling over as we have Victor Fastlane coming down to the line. He's going to come in first as it looks like we're going to have Coots coming across the line in second.
What a chaotic finish to this group as the leader of this race ends up wrecking out the chicane.
Absolutely, but before we go back and check out that replay camera, let's check in on Scotty, who's upside down being checked out by the emergency crews in the middle of turn 3, as well as Outlaw, who's upside down out the exit of the chicane. He's being checked out by the emergency crews, as well as Bubba Joe.
And as we go back to that replay camera, here you see Outlaw with an amazing burst of speed as he goes through the S-turns down in the turn 2.
More speed, but he's riding on the edge of chaos as he goes into the chicane. He hits a bump and his car goes wild as he slides all over the place and onto his side. Watching one more time as you see him go into the chicane, his car makes that bump, rolls over as he tries to control it, but he's unable to do so as he rolls over onto his side.
And as we switch up the angle, there you see Victor clips the side of Outlaw, but he's able to continue on. However, you see Scotty hits the side of him and loses a ton of momentum as he heads down into turn 3, and it's too much for his car to handle as he rolls over and lands on his roof as the other cars are able to make it by.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for round 1, Group 5 of the Serrano Buckminster Presents Concept Chaos. And your 2 cars moving on to round 2. It's going to be Victor Fastlane with a total of 18 points and Outlaw with a total of 12. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we appreciate you being a part of the action here at the Old Yadkin Valley Speedway. As always, if you love the action you've seen, please remember to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and don't forget to share as we bring you more exciting racing action here from the Old Yadkin Valley Speedway. And of course, before we go, we always want to give that big shout out and thank you to all the members of the Funkhauser fan club.
Funk, before we go, I'm being told we have an update down here at the Cousin Ricky van.
Oh, seriously, we do? Well, it's about dang time. Great job, security team. And of course, Cousin Ricky couldn't have made it more obvious of where he was. He's finally coming to justice.
Funk, I'm not quite sure, but I don't think that's Cousin Ricky.
Wait, do what?
The following presentation has been brought to you by the Cousin Ricky Order.
Oh, Ricky!